all right. We're back again, my man. The OG Keymaster. I don't know why I said. I was like, "What's up?" I was gonna like do the Ricktator. I put myself on the right side.
What's his name?
Well, no, you got a name tag, bro. Like, I can see it. I switched the camera, so I'm on the right side. And you're on the left side, and so now I'm like, you down with OPP? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So tonight on the Retro Rewind, so we're going to talk about WandaVision. So it looks like we got a drop-in date, January 15th. So that's going to be G.
Less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
We've been going back and forth about whether or not we should be watching this. And we got this theory essentially of what's going on. And I did some research, and I was checking out some of the other trailers and stuff like that, and I kind of feel like I hate to toot my own horn, but I feel like I might be right. I might be right. Like I really feel like my theory might be right. So tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our intro going, and we'll talk about it.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight.
When? Damn it, why?
Oh, are
That was pretty
Love
badass.
it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, that's badass. I feel like I'm getting good at this thing.
I think you're kind of getting good at it. Just a little. I mean,
I will have to say, like,
that's what you should be tooting your own horn at. That's what you should be tooting your own horn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even I enjoyed making that. That was like something like I put together in like 20 minutes, man. So imagine.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
No big deal. No big deal.
Humble brag. I did that in fucking 20 minutes. Humble brag.
No big deal. I mean, no big deal. Really, no big deal. All right. So here's the thing. What I'm going to do is that I'm actually going to pull the first trailer.
Okay.
The teaser trailer or whatnot. So bear with me here. Let's do this. So it's a teaser trailer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on solo for a second there. And what's kind of cool about this is that you can actually see the succession. So there's 4 total trailers, right? And so when the teaser came out, and I'm going to pull all these up here kind of as we go, but when these all came out, essentially, like you could just kind of see, I guess, in a lot of ways, the succession of how they went. So here's this. What I'm going to do is,
But your initial reaction, real quick, your initial reaction to this show is you don't think it's going to be for you.
Oh no! Originally, like our original conversation, I was like, this ain't it, man. We're gonna have them. It's gonna be this weird Legion situation where, like
what Mike just said, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like I thought it was gonna be like that. It was gonna be like a lot of insane bullshit happening, in this, and we've already heard like kind of like, this is something that's going on, in her head. Right. So like, here I am thinking that like maybe this is like memoirs of a crazy chick, but really what I think, if I were to say what I think is that like, for lack of a better word, she bumped her noggin real good, you know what I mean, and she's being held some kind of prisoner, like she's being held like as a prisoner, and I think the glitches that we're seeing, which is the reason why they're playing it so hard in the all the trailers, is I think the reason why we're seeing these glitches is because these are the glitches where like the good guys are getting, while the bad guys are getting close trying to get that information, and then the good guys are also equally trying to get closer and closer to snatch her out of whatever she's in. And I'll show you how that kind of builds up to that, because there is 4 trailers, and the very last trailer kind of like brings it home with that. And so, like I said, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see it, man. me play this for you. And I know you're gonna dig it, dude. So here you go. Boom.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision. Oh, we have find that.
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas.
Where did you two move from?
So when you guys look at this, I want you guys to pay attention. There's reoccurring people in these
I
things.
think what my wife means to say is that we moved from.
Moved from where? Married when?
Damn it! Why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is really happening.
You did? No. Why would you think that?
Because you are.
I do like the throwback costumes, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
All right.
Okay.
So
So-
real quick before we go to the next one, all right. Let's
Right.
like recap where we last left off, right? Because at the end of Endgame, right? She is a part of the new Avengers, right? Like they're at the Avengers building or whatever, and they're. I guess she's part of the new Avengers team, right?
Right. Exactly.
So that's the last that we see of her, right? Is she's in the Avengers Academy or whatever you want to call that. So yeah, we don't know what the transition is from there to now, right? So hopefully, like that's what's interesting to me is how do we get to here, right?
Well, so-
Because it's been almost what, a year and a half, 2 years.
Right. Well, so if you know, so all right, so there at the very end of that trailer or whatnot, there's a black female, and you'll see kind of how she's connected through this or whatnot, but she is somehow connected.
Well, that's Monica Rambeau.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So that is Monica Rambeau.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
So that
I was wondering why
that
she looks
is-
so familiar. Okay, well she's in all of these. She's somehow connected between the two. However, I didn't think that was Photon's power to be able to do that.
So it's not, right? She has no idea who she is. Like that if you're watching, I'm assuming we're going to watch it in the next couple trailers. Like I think she even says to Scarlet Witch, like, who am I? She has no idea who she is or why she's there. But we don't actually, this is the first time we're seeing Monica as an adult. The last time we saw her, she was in Captain Marvel, and she was the little girl in Captain Marvel.
So okay, so how did you know that that's Photon or Monica Rambeau?
One, it's on IMDb, and two, like it was pretty much speculated on, and they announced the casting, way back when that Monica Rambeau was going to be.
This is the reason why it's so important to catch your spec stuff, man. Because I had to say, like, I didn't even think that. Like, I thought maybe, but I don't know, man. And I've seen the actress somewhere before too, so I was kind of
I've seen her before too. This is definitely not her first role or whatnot, but so in the upcoming trailers that you're about to show, like there's going to be more interaction with her. That first trailer that you just showed was literally the first time that we saw her, and it's only for that brief second, but that got everyone hyped because they've been waiting for her since Captain Marvel came out, right? So
and that's moving forward or where we're at, or what I'm saying, it's important because I like to think that, like, if you look at the video or you look at the trailers, there's a little bit of a military presence. You know what I mean? Kind of like a little bit of like the Avengers compound, military-esque, presence, if you will.
So what we're also gonna get is Sword, right? Sword is is the what are they? I'm gonna have to look them
Well,
up. What?
so Sword came after Shield, and Sword was debuted, I guess, on the MCU on the TV show through Shield, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
that's what I saw. Becker comment that I have not watched Shield since like season 3 or 4. Honestly, I stopped watching
I
after
just
they.
couldn't get over Coulson. I miss him so much. I just couldn't keep watching him. It
So
was hard.
Sword is the Sentient World Observation and Response Department. I didn't realize that they had showed up in Agents of Shield, but I did know that they showed up at the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home. Right.
Yeah.
So when at the very end of that, they make a quick appearance or whatnot. So that military presence that you're seeing is going to be Sword, right? So that's the Sword agents that are kind of somehow in her dream world or whatnot.
So I mean that's what I'm saying. So like I think something's happened to her. She's captured. She's behind enemy lines or whatnot, and somehow she's deep inside her own mind someplace, right?
Okay.
So here's my question. She would have to go there to protect herself. What exactly would they be looking for?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what exactly were they looking for? Like, she's one of the MCU's most powerful, I want to say mutants, but most powerful heroes, right? So,
She is a mutant, right?
right,
She's
yeah,
the
essentially,
daughter.
I get that
She's the daughter of Magneto.
X-Men crossover a little bit going on, but so that's the thing is that so, um, she's the most powerful, but what is it? What is it that they would be looking for?
Right. So
Really?
can you go back into that trailer real quick before we go into the next one? Can you go back into that first trailer? And this is something that a buddy of mine had mentioned to me. I'm not sure if I quite buy it, but it is kind of interesting. All right, can you go fast forward and pause to the scene where it shows Vision sitting at the dinner table, and he's got the tie on, right?
Right.
Can you go to that part real quick? All right. Oh, it might be a little hard. Anyway, if you can get to it, that's fine. But you will see if we can zoom, if you can make that full screen. See the letters that you were. Yep. So right there on his tie, you see it's got like a weird thing on it, right?
Right.
It almost looks like maybe
Captain Marvel.
Krakoa. Well, it looks like the language of from Krakoa, which was the House of X powers of X, right?
Right.
So if you look, I looked at all the letters that were released on that, and none of them matched what is on his tie. But they did say that there are certain letters and certain sounds and words that were not put out. But if you look, I mean, that looks almost exactly like the language of Krakoa. So maybe this is even further leads me further to believe that this is how they're going to introduce mutants into the MCU.
Right.
Like
So-
she is subliminally speaking the language of mutants, right? Like she's thinking about it subliminally.
So Mike brings up an interesting point, which I post Axis Wanda. What's he mean by post Axis?
So they retconned. Everything.
Okay. So retcon, so they destroy the continuity of the original comics or
Right.
whatnot for the MCU, which is the reason why he mentioned he wished the MCU hadn't drifted so far from the comics.
Right.
So, and I don't know. In some parts, I think it's always good to like have a little bit of a difference. And I'll bring up an interesting point as far as difference is concerned. Is think about when the Star Trek Chris Pine movies started coming out, and essentially they were a, they were like an alternate timeline, if you will.
Right.
But it gave those timelines an opportunity to have like, numerous more stories. Which, quite frankly, I mean, Donny Cates does this kind of shit all the time. So, right. I mean, the fact that the movies moved away from the MCU and Donny Cates is kind of like, hey, listen, I'm gonna take something that happened, 10 damn years ago and retrofit it with what's going on now. I mean, I really don't see the big difference between the two, really. I mean, because you're getting fans regardless, right? I think the only thing that like really kind of screws us is that us comic folk, it doesn't bring in those comic people like we always do, and I complain about that. But I think almost damn near every show we've ever had.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's kind of what you need. We've always talked about that. We need the movies and shows and stuff to be a bridge into comics, right? So to keep the media alive. Otherwise, if people don't do that and comics die out, then I don't know. That wouldn't be a good world to live in, I guess.
I'm going to tell you in response to Mike though, but here's the thing: like maybe we don't know that we're not getting a Vision story without Wonder Man. Now, don't get me wrong, Wonder Man's not going to have a heavy connection, as far as we know.
You
see what I'm saying?
I personally would not like to see Wonder Man, but that's just me. Like,
I personally wouldn't want to see Wonder Man either.
But maybe for Mike's sake, maybe Wonder Man would be cool. For me, I'm not necessarily.
At least a cameo, right?
Maybe. I mean,
at least a cameo. Holy shit, he's on fire tonight, dude. Holy shit, he's on fire.
But that is very true. Like Mephisto definitely plays a big role within the twins storyline as far as them. There's one comic, I can't think of what it is. I think it's a West Coast Avengers comic where like he comes for the twins or whatnot, and like there's the cover is like of Mephisto, like he's got his hands or whatever, and his hands are the kids, are the twins. I think it's like what is that, like 50.
We'll end up Googling it or whatnot is what's going to happen. That's the whole problem. Avengers West Coast 51 and 52. Mike Becker is a like unbelievable plethora of knowledge, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to get him back on the show today. He said he was bagging boards.
He's bagging and boarding.
But he is definitely more than welcome. And I tell you guys, if you want to
52, bring up West Coast Avengers. If you can search that real quick and bring that image up. That is I'm looking at it right now. It's got Mephisto, and he's got both the twins of Vision and Scarlet Witch like as hands, which is kind of cool. And you see the white Vision in the background, and you see Scarlet Witch. See if I can. Did you find it, or do you need me to send it?
Yeah, I'm like about ready to screen share you now, pal.
Gotcha.
Took me a second though. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a second.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So it's got the kids.
And I'm sure this is even something. I'm sure this is something you guys could have in your back issue, Ben. But this is a pretty cool cover, just because, I honestly think Mephisto is coming, right? I think Mephisto is definitely going to be. I don't know if he'll be introduced in WandaVision. I definitely think he's coming to the MCU though. Like it's almost a foregone conclusion that he will.
Haven't we heard that we were supposed to be getting the Mephisto movie anyway?
I think he was supposed to. There was supposed to be something on Hulu, and then I think Disney and
I bet you it's not dead. I bet you it is absolutely not dead. And I got Mike in the house too, but I'm going to tell you this before he comes on. one, first of all, he's a G for actually knowing this straight off the hip. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna take real talk right
I
there.
do his West Coast Avengers. Come on, you gotta give me that.
I will give you that. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
But here it is, my man Mike. What's up? What's up?
Actually, it was Avengers West Coast. They had flipped the name before.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's kind of
I believe if they didn't do it, it should have been for a marketing reason, because then in boxes, you can have Avengers West Coast right behind Avengers at shops and stuff. It always
I
drove
still
me
put it.
nuts.
I have it in the same. I have it in the same catalog. I haven't changed it.
So hey, so here's the thing. Where are you at on this, Mike? I like you got to know that there is some kind of like.
By the way, I got 4 pictures hung so far.
Oh, hey, that's good.
I'm in progress.
Nothing wrong with having a little.
Wait,
progress
weren't you supposed
while
to
you're
start that
talking.
like last week though? Weren't you starting that last week?
Listen, after the storage debacle, I mean, this is my second shirt today. I had to change the first one because I got so worked up. This is exercise when you're out of shape like me.
Love it.
All right, so you saw the military trucks and everything like that. You know this is not going to be a Leave It to Beaver situation, and I bet you, I bet you it'll be a one season. I bet you the finale of it will be just like, holy shit, and I bet you it'll be an excellent opportunity for the MCU to lead and start back up on that track again. I mean, come on, we just came out of a 20-year track of some of the coolest movies we've ever seen. And now we have an opportunity, marketing-wise, we have an opportunity to, make our way back into stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not interested in watching Shang-Chi. It's not because I'm a racist or anything like that. It just sounds like it's a very stupid book to watch.
If it's not going to be for you, it's not for you. Like, you can say, you should be able to say that and not have to, justify
That's the
it.
way I feel. I'm not interested in Shang-Chi, and I'm not interested in Morbius, which, I understand that, there's strong connections with, Spider-Man and stuff like that. I'm just not interested in that. Quite frankly, I'm barely interested in watching the next, Venom movie because, God, I just hope that they, find a way to make him just a little bit more palatable. But
Tom
the thing,
Hardy
of
doesn't
course,
belong in movies.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, he's had 2 chances to do comic book movies, and I don't know, Bane was awful, and so was Venom.
I didn't think Bane was that bad. I mean, not that bad by any means.
He's Brazilian, and he sounds like this.
All right, touche. You're right.
His name is Diego, right? It's
Something
Diego.
like that, yeah. And he's no longer the illegitimate son of Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay. So here was what I was about to start typing. My problem with the MCU, and it's starting to show up in stuff like WandaVision, is that they kind of half-assed their way here, and they left out characters that then are part of the reason certain things happen. To me, a lot of the some of the interesting dynamics between Wanda and Vision, for me at least as a fan, was the kind of the love triangle between her, Wonder Man, and Vision. Because when Vision turned white, he no longer loved Wanda. And because he basically went to his factory default setting.
Right.
And was more robot again. And here's this guy that's the basis of the brainwaves that Wanda fell in love with, and he loves her, but she's still pining for the robot she can't have. That was all interesting I don't know. I got really into Avengers West Coast when I was a kid, and it was the first series I completed back issues of.
Well, I mean, I think that they like skip those characters, and I'm not saying that it's right. So don't think that I'm defended by any means. But I think the reason why they skip those characters is because you have people that, once again, we're right back to people that really just don't give a shit about the character content, and then they look at a character like Wonder Man, okay, and they're like, how do I market that? You see what I'm saying? And quite
I'm aware they're not making movies for me. Because they left out Rick Jones, and that to me, I'm insulted that they left out Rick Jones out of all of the MCU. It infuriates me. If we did a thing on it, you would need to give me 2 hours so I could just properly rant.
Well, I don't think they I don't know if they could necessarily use Rick Jones, could they?
Why not? He was an Avenger. He first appears in Hulk #1. He formed the Avengers in issue 1. How is he anything but a property of the Avengers MCU?
Well, it depends on who owns it.
Yeah, if he's a Hulk property, right? They have to pay for licensing and shit like that. They did for Hulk because he's essential, right? But anybody else, they would have to pay extra to Universal, right? Because Universal is the one that owns
Spider-Man through Sony,
right?
I forgot about that.
They had to pay for him.
I agree with you. I think Rick Jones is definitely an essential part of everything, but
he was Stan Lee's way of making us, the reader, feel like we could be a part of these adventures.
We could be a part of it. Yes.
Yep. And that's why he became everybody's sidekick. It like almost never ends with that guy. The original Captain Marvel. Yep. Rom the Space Knight, Captain America. He was the second Bucky. Oh, I'm missing somebody, I'm sure. But yeah, he's been everywhere.
Right. He has been the utility player for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
man, I'm mad again.
One trying to make you mad, homie. I'm like, whoa. Calm down there, pal. As a matter of fact, for some people that don't know who Rick Jones is, I was actually going to screen share that bitch, and there you go. Look at that. Rick Jones!
Rick Jones, bitch.
Look at that Kirby art right there.
Yeah, that's classic stuff right there.
Oh, yeah, because you can even see the little dots that they used to do the coloring at the printing press. That's why in the old school stuff, I love seeing the little pink dots on the characters' faces.
Oh yeah, that's so cool, dude. Well, so look at this second appearance is A-Bomb, Hulk #2, February 2008. That's badass.
Yeah, that's how they updated him and made him an internet whiz from after he was A-Bomb. Because I don't know if you remember this, Avengers #1, Rick Jones forms the Avengers with a group he formed called the Youth Brigade, using a network of ham radio enthusiasts. They put a call out to assemble a team.
Almost like you're reading it. Look at this.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Look at that.
He's got it memorized. But yeah, this is that whole 2 where he becomes A-Bomb.
It's crazy. Nice. Look at you.
I wish I could easily access comic books.
No, absolutely. That's some Keymaster shit. I'm not gonna lie. That is some Keymaster shit. So I mean, okay. So moving on. When did Dwight Schrute become part of the Marvel Universe? I'll tell you right now. 1962. There.
that was Hulk 1. That was Hulk 1.
Yeah. There you go. Boom. Hashtag 1962. There you go, buddy. There you go. Just like Dwight, he will not go away. Okay, so here's the thing. Even missing those characters, bro. I mean, honestly, is this something that, like, for real you wouldn't watch? Like, you don't feel like this is going to be something that you watch at all? I mean,
I'm going to watch it all. I'm just going to complain a lot.
Oh, well, then that's much like we all watch.
And they don't care. As long as you watch it, they don't care.
I've known since the third X-Men movie that they weren't making these things for me.
Oh well, that was Fox though. I mean, you can't really count those.
Well, any of them. I just know I'm not the target demographic. They're getting my money no matter what.
I think anybody reading comics right now is not the target demographic.
No, I mean, they know they got us hook, line, and sinker. We're gonna go see it because it's.
Oh yeah, well, so here's the thing: they know that we're gonna go, and they know that like knowing the storyline, we're still gonna complain, and they know that like even we'll walk out of the show going, I mean, what the fuck? Where did this and where was this and who is even that person and how did they get into this storyline? Like they know we're going to be doing all those things. You know what I mean? But
they're trying to combine two things. They're trying to combine people that like comic books because they got the name recognition. Oh yeah, I'm going to go see X-Men. Oh yeah, I'm going to go see Avengers. They're bringing us in because they know we know the names. They're trying to bring other people in by storyline, knowing that how certain issues, political buttons, whatever you want to call it, they're bringing those things in as well to appease the other crowd. So they're trying to mesh this shit,
Absolutely, and that's okay though because we're still gonna go. Hey, we're gonna go see it. Oh, I'm so angry that it didn't have.
If they can pull it off, then that's great. I'll like it. And if I don't like it, they've got my money anyway, and it's whatever.
It's all genius.
I'm still happy. When I was, I think from the age of 13 or 14 to way older than I'm going to admit, I had an Infinity Gauntlet poster on my bedroom door.
Right.
And they made that and they put that on a big screen across 2 movies. They can do whatever they want. I'll watch it all.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
So
are you guys ready for this?
This is the second one. All right. So this is the second trailer.
All right.
So what's a single girl like you doing rattling around this big house?
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Wanda.
What's it been? We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
We just don't know what to expect.
Wanda, what's up?
Who are you?
I don't know. Something's wrong with
Oh shit!
Was that Darcy?
It was.
Yeah, she's in it from Thor. Yeah, Darcy.
Yeah.
She's in it.
I haven't seen any of these trailers, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Right,
So
well, okay, the Darcy just caught me way off guard. Like way off guard.
So how does she fit into it, right? Like because
that's
She
what I'm
probably
like.
works for the government at this point.
I mean,
yeah. I mean that makes sense that maybe she works for Sword.
maybe. But,
Potentially, yeah.
okay, so all right, so that just changes even more. I didn't recognize her from. I didn't. I didn't recognize her when I was watching earlier or what, and I just happened to catch that because the whole time I was trying to figure out, okay, who's the black dude, and we already identified, Photon or whatever. We got her good to go, but then, I'm trying to see how these other people are connected with her, like the aunt. So the lady that was dressed in the witch costume from the first trailer or whatnot, she introduces herself as an aunt in the third trailer, which I'll cue up here in a little bit, and I'll tee that up for you guys.
So that's she plays a character as Agnes, right? Or Agatha Harkness. Yeah,
Agnes
so that's,
Harkness?
yeah,
Okay.
that's going to be Agnes or Agatha Harkness, right? So she is introduced in like I think I showed that off the other day. Fantastic Four, number 94, and she is
She's the twins' babysitter in the West Coast Avengers issues, where Wanda and Vision move in with the twins to the West Coast Avengers compound.
correct. So Fantastic Four 94. This is her first appearance. She also teaches. She also watches over Franklin Richards when he was a baby.
Which Franklin has a little bit to do with the twins as well, because there's a connection from him to Master Pandemonium.
Yep, and Master Pandemonium, I think he might come into this as well. Like I think, like,
what's his first appearance? It'll be an early West Coast Avengers issue,
right? Yep, I think it's
4
6.
or 5.
I think it's 5 or 6.
Well, 6 is when Thing joins the team, so it'd be 4 or 5.
Okay.
I'm reading.
What are you pulling up there, Rick?
Oh, he's on Agatha.
I was looking up.
Agatha?
Well, I got Agatha up. Do you guys not see that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I had her Harkness, old enough to remember 500 years before Atlantis sank to the bottom of the sea. Let's see here. New Salem. I'm trying to figure out where she debuted at. She was Franklin's nanny.
Yeah, it's Fantastic Four 94. This one right here.
Look at you go.
And then there's also an ultimate version of her that pops up in like the Ultimate Fantastic Four, like 53, I think it is her ultimate version, which she's much younger. And this one that I just showed, that Fantastic Four 94, she's like an older lady. She's like an older nanny type. But in the Ultimate Fantastic Four number 53, I think it is, or 50, 53, 54, 55, something like that. She's introduced in the Ultimate Universe as a much younger character, somewhat resembles what she is in the show.
I'm sorry I was a little late to the party getting that comment, but the Dick Van Vision show.
Yeah.
There's definitely a Bewitched homage there.
Yes.
Oh, man, of course.
Can we just talk about that Vision is a robot, and Wanda they actually have kids? Like how does that work? Like
because she created them. That's the.
But it
that
looks like there's gonna be hanky panky going on. I don't know. I mean, hopefully batteries are included, right?
All right. Does he say go gadget first? I don't understand. I mean, you're smiling there, Mike, but I'm going to be honest with you. We all know how babies, the babies are made and everything like that. And I just kind of feel like.
Well, and then I was thinking about his ability to
do stuff.
Yep. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Let me say though, he's probably he's probably no Mr. Fantastic. I'll have to say.
Right.
Oh, for sure, Ultron.
That dude made him anatomically correct. That's right. That's That's what I'm saying. He is worthy, so he can carry the hammer. Obviously, he probably has the hammer too.
There's so many.
Laying the
hammer. No, he likes the hammer. All right.
All right. So that second trailer, really cool. Also, you saw Monica Rambeau is like, she even says like, I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here. Like, I don't know, man. That shit fucking intrigues me. I know.
Could this be where was the name of that prison post the New Warriors blowing up? Stanford? Could this be some sort of place to hold people with special abilities and she's like retreated into her psyche because of it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But I think before you got on, it's like the last time we saw Wanda was at the end of Endgame, and like they formed the new Avengers or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't be a big stretch from her character in the movies to that she's got some leftover stuff she's dealing with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Some sort of break that would have required the government putting her somewhere. And then maybe her mind is essentially wandering the facility. I don't know. This just...
Do you think some faulty shit...
I'm afraid of, because it smacks a Legion.
Are you, like, suggesting some faulty shit is happening and she's working her way through that? I mean, like, not just like she got captured or, you know what I mean, like some backdoor ass Tony Stark action?
I think based on her ability to manipulate reality, which why they made her Maid of the Mind Stone, I will never know, when the reality makes so much more sense, because her powers literally have reality in the title.
Right.
That just bugs me to no end. Her reality manipulation, you would think that if she was imprisoned or kept unconscious, her powers would allow her to retreat within herself and essentially create a world that may be affecting the world around her body.
Well, then, I mean, that very well could be, what's happening here. The only question that I have then now is the good guys doing this for her own good, or has she been captured and that's where we're at?
I'm voting on the United States government.
Yeah.
Just based on what I saw. I don't speculate. Like, I'm sure PJ could tell us way more about this than I know.
I mean, I don't think anyone knows exactly. I think what's that?
His comment about PJ could definitely talk about this and whatnot. That was a profession dig, bro. That was a profession dig.
No, I mean, I think Marvel has definitely kept a lot of this shit, close to their chest, and they're not really releasing much. I mean, this shit has been, I think, done for quite some time, and they have slow played this as far as what has come out on the series. No one really knows,
I mean, Macabre's got a good point. If she did go insane, Ross would definitely lock her ass up
in a second.
Yeah, no doubt. And then maybe that's where we are. That's the military aspect is that Ross is involved. But then of course, if Ross is involved, we're going to see the Red Hulk, or we're going to see a cameo of the Red Hulk of some sort or something like that. Like, what other MCU characters? I guess what I'm trying to say is, are we going to see?
Yeah.
What's confirmed so far? Like, I'm not even 100% on that.
So I was looking up IMDb, right, and for the cast. So they have Vision. Confirmed. Yeah, confirmed. Vision is in there for. It's only six episodes, right? So Vision's on there for all 6. Darcy is on there for all 6. Agatha Harkness is there for all 6. Scarlet Witch is there for all 6. This one's interesting. Jimmy Woo, who was in Ant-Man, and Jimmy Woo is part of like Agents of Atlas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it for all 6 episodes.
Yeah, she's a prisoner of the government.
Yeah. Monica Rambeau is there for all 6. Then they have a couple. They have one other chick who is on there for all 6 episodes, but they don't have any information as far as who she's playing. So that, and then they have another guy that's on here for 3 episodes that they don't have any information. Everyone else looks like just 1 episode. Maybe.
Do they know the actors' names or?
Yeah. So there's Jolene Purdy. Not really sure who she is or what she's been in.
Can you pull it up so I can see him, or I can just look?
Yeah, hey, send me the link real fast, and then I'll.
Yeah.
Or wait a second, is that IMDb?
Yeah, here I got you though. That way you don't have to search for it.
Sweet.
So this chick right here is in all 6 episodes, and but is not credited with an actual character. Looks like she's been in Donnie Darko. She was in Orange. She was in Orange Is the New Black.
Justice whatsoever.
Yeah, she was in Orange Is the New Black.
There you go. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Purdy.
She was in Glee, 10 Things I Hate About You, the TV show. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. I'm trying to think of who, I could see her playing. I mean, she's obviously going to play a important role. She's in all 6 episodes.
I don't know. I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who would she look like? What character?
What's the name of Wanda's? I'm not going to make the joke. That's mean.
Yeah.
We're all sitting here nicely just trying to find something.
Well, Wanda had this cow nanny from whatever country her and Pietro are from.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bova or whatever her name was.
All right. Send in this other one, Rick. So this other guy, he is in all 6 episodes as well. What's his name? Asif Ali? Asif Ali?
Asif Ali. Ooh, that's cool.
He was in the Mandalorian, it says. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Oh, okay. So if he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
who did
there's your connection right there.
He might play the same person?
So then we got a former S.H.I.E.L.D. person.
There you go. Hey, Mr. McCobb says this would be a great opportunity to introduce Doc Samson. Let me talk to Samson. And then, of course, I hope Simon didn't already mention that.
So
Samson was introduced in the Edward Norton Hulk movie. Is that canon?
No.
I think it is. I think it is.
Wait, yeah, Edward. Yeah,
the Edward Norton one's.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I guess the Edward Norton one would.
The Ang Lee one isn't.
Right, that's right. That's the one with Eric Bana.
Nor should it be.
Yeah.
The one with Eric Bana. That's the one that's a no-go.
Just terrible art house film. Ugh.
That's messed up, dude.
Let's make an art film. Oh, what about The Incredible Hulk? Here's our money, Ang Lee. Go make it. Terrible idea.
Hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, you guys ready to watch this other?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Here we go. In a way.
We just don't know what to expect. Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Is this really happening?
Well, we've already seen this one.
Yeah, this is the first one, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, it says 3 though.
Because you are.
Wonder if they've like put them all together. See how she came out of the dome?
Yeah. I mean, I'd still go back to that tie. You know, you look at that tie, and it looks like Krakoan language.
Right?
Like the Krakoan alphabet.
I mean, dude, I'm not going to say. You're wrong. Okay, well, that's not okay. All right. So, I don't know. We didn't really see anything too terribly new on this one at all, right?
Not
I
well.
got a
So I
better
think the
look.
first part of that, the first 15 seconds or whatever, I think that was the third. I think that was the teaser. So I think they did the teaser trailer into the first trailer that we showed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would probably make sense.
I got a better look at that compound where I guess it's Monica Rambeau laying in the field out there. It almost looks like the temporary base they made in the first Thor movie to contain.
Yes, to contain the Mjolnir.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
So that and I think that's that it would explain like maybe the dome thing situation. Then you know what I mean? Her getting kind of shit out of that dome deal. I don't know.
Was that Wanda getting shot out of that dome thing?
No, that was
I think it was Agatha or Agnes or
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe like I said, I have not had. I don't unless stuff like this where somebody's showing it to me. I don't really go out looking for trailers or commercials. Mm-hmm. I like to go in as fresh as I can.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with that or whatnot.
Yeah.
I actually dig trailers. I actually get to the movie early and I want to watch the trailers. It's part of the movie experience for me. So, you know what I mean? I gotta say that that's what I like the best. So, you know what I mean? The trailers go a long way for me.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, at least this will tell me whether or not I'm going to waste my time. And sometimes I got to kind of hype myself up a little bit, to watch some of this stuff. We were talking earlier about DC Titans. It took me a really long time to come around to DC Titans. I don't know. I was just like, man, this looks stupid. It ended up being, it's pretty decent. It's not terrible. I can't say that I'm a big fan of Doom Patrol, but anyway, I digress. The thing is that, trailers itself kind of hype me up and get me going. But if that's not what
Gets me hype,
my friend,
everybody's mileage varies.
That's That's right, baby. That is right. All right. Well, I got teaser 4.
I think this is the one that just released.
Okay. Now, hopefully, this is the right one. The teaser 4.
Yeah, I think this one just released like this past week.
Yes, dear. Get the light. Now that's romantic. This is our life moves pretty fast in the suburbs. Something strange happened.
And then the day of our series premiere January 15th on Disney Plus.
I think this is some of the other stuff, maybe.
Yeah, because it's something from something else.
Yeah.
Moviegasm.
So,
sorry.
No, yeah. Yeah, I think that part where she goes something like she emphasizes strange is happening, right? I think you're gonna see freaking Benedict Cumberbatch at the end of this series, right? I think
magic crossovers.
Yeah, because the next property is gonna be the Doctor Strange movie after this.
Oh, that comes after this.
Then
I don't even know what the next year is bringing. I've got to admit, I'm way behind.
I think Rick can probably pull that up, right?
I'm looking for you now.
Yeah. So what I think is going to happen is you're going to have this, right? And at the end of this, you're going to have Wanda kind of bend the Marvel, the MCU, and this is going to open up the multiverse, right? This is going to open up all of these different universes within Marvel, and Doctor Strange. We know the title is Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to bend pretty much the MCU. It's going to crack. It's going to open up all these other universes within Marvel continuity. Doctor Strange is going to start addressing this. At the end of Doctor Strange, we're actually going to see other MCU properties, which I think that's where we're going to see the X titles come in. I think you're going to see the former Spider-Man titles come into play, because there's a lot of rumor about the next Spider-Man. You're getting Tobey Maguire talk. You're getting Andrew Garfield talks. That they're going to somehow show up in the next Spider-Man movie, which would make sense if you're doing this whole multiverse thing.
I'm in.
Yeah,
mean, if I was them, right? This is the ultimate way to explain all of the other movies. Kind of what DC I think is trying to do, where they have said, with the Crisis on Infinite Earths TV crossover event, right? They brought in the DCU, they brought in like Smallville, they brought in all these different DC properties. They brought in Superman Returns, Brandon Routh's Superman Returns. They brought in all of these different DC properties to try and explain, well, all of these things have happened within the DC universe. It's just in the DC multiverse. I think that's what Marvel's going to do.
Raimi's making the Doctor Strange movie, huh?
Yeah.
So Bruce Campbell will be in it. That's cool. Hey, if you can't give your friends work, what's the point of having friends?
I agree with Macabre right here. I think this show is going to be how they introduce the mutants into the MCU.
But will they introduce good into a Fantastic Four movie?
Oh, that I don't know. But also, we're getting Rogue. I forgot. We're getting Rogue in the Captain Marvel 2 movie that's coming out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Who's playing her?
Yeah, that's important.
Is it Anna Paquin?
Captain Marvel 2 IMDb.
And will Mystique be in it?
No, I don't think Mystique will be in it. So let's see. It's expected November 11th, 2022.
Holy shit, we're supposed to get Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel's going to be in it. Monica Rambeau's going to be in it. All right, so they don't have a name attached to IMDb doesn't, but I've heard that she will be the villain, and a Rogue will be the villain in the Captain Marvel 2 movie.
Hey,
Or the hero.
I think Macabre is absolutely right, though. He said this show right now is definitely how the mutants become introduced in the MCU. Absolutely, hands down. I absolutely agree. What's his other comment? Maybe we can get Roger Corman's Fantastic Four as part of the multiverse. No, that would be terrible.
I actually own that movie.
You own it?
Yeah, I bought it at a con years ago, like a bootleg. But like they put some production value into making the DVD, like the cover for it and everything. Like it was off a bootleg table at, I think, New York City Comic Con. Might have been Wizard World Chicago, but anyway, like mid to early 2000s, I bought that.
Well, we're not judging. We're not a judgmental group.
Oh man, I
When
can tell you
you're
how many
only-
bootlegs I bought in Korea and in Iraq, man.
When your only recognizable actor in the entire movie is Commandant Lassard, you've got issues. He's the guy that teaches Dr. Doom and Reed Richards science at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
Science.
Yeah, it's really awful.
Well, I tell you what, man. Let's reel it in then. Looks like I'm gonna watch it. So I don't know if I can do it. Should we do like a thing where we do stars, like how many stars or how many popcorns, or is that stupid?
No, I mean, well, so what do you think? Do you think we kind of missed out on doing a weekly Mando thing? Do you think like this is something we should do, like discuss the episodes or something like that?
Well, I think we ought to run a whole nother show, dude. Like literally.
Yeah. I'm saying like once the first episode drops, like should we do like kind of a review thing or something like that?
I think that'd be awesome. Mike, you in?
I'm in.
All right.
How'd I know? How'd I even know, man? Well, like I said, the other thing that I'll definitely say is that we're gonna probably see some changes with the comics too. So we might actually get some covers and everything like that. I haven't noticed anything in any of the FOCs, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Maybe they do that for like if they do a second season or something like that. So something to be cognizant of as well.
Yeah, usually they do like prequel movie comics, right? Like before all of the movies, like the Avengers movies. I know like the Captain America movies, Black Panther, pretty much all of the MCU movies, they've always had a
movie variant.
Yeah, well, not just a movie variant, but they've come out with like what's happened kind of in between to kind of catch you up before you go see the movie.
I remember that. Yeah, that's right. With Endgame and stuff like that.
Endgame, definitely Endgame. They kind of came out with a comic that it was usually like either 1 or 2 parts, maybe 3 parts, that would kind of catch you up on what's going on in the story, so that it gets you ready to see it. And I kind of expected them to do that, but I mean, there hasn't been anything regarding that in the FOCs, and with it being 2 weeks away, it's kind of late for them to put it up on FOC.
Well, we certainly aren't going to see it now, at least not with this. But that's what I'm saying. So maybe they did that because there's going to be so many familiar faces coming back. This would have definitely been it, considering it's been a year and a half, right? A year and a half since Endgame. Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Like I would have thought, like they would have definitely done that.
Well, maybe they're changing up their marketing tactics. I mean, obviously with the pandemic.
But I guess this isn't considered a movie, so I mean, maybe that they didn't do it because
Well, you notice though, like Disney Plus is killing it with a lot more shows and stuff like that. We're going to be seeing Hawkeye and the Eternals and stuff like that. So, those are some things to be cognizant of too. Is that they're going to
The Eternals is a movie though, right?
That's what I was just going to ask. When did they push Eternals too? Because I thought 2021
got to be done, right?
Oh, I think it's definitely done.
It has to be done because the release date is the 5th of November.
There you go. Okay.
So, and that's the thing. That's the weirdest thing is that so the Eternals is going to pop out, and then Spider-Man 3 right now, the current release date on that is the 17th of December.
So did you find a schedule of upcoming stuff?
Yeah,
he might have posted.
Yeah, I have it. Here, I'll tell you what is I'll share. It's out of the UK. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but I'll actually share that. Away, and then also share that to you direct. Have you take a look at that. Right. Yeah, no, I have it. It's a run. It's just like you got to scroll through all that stuff. It's not like your typical like actual I don't know, like there's no bars or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like it's got the release date for Doctor Strange, in the Multiverse of Madness. It says 25th of March, 2022. Love and Thunder looks like 6 May 2022. Black Panther 2, 8 July 2022. Captain Marvel 2, which that's probably where the ramp up is for the MCU. So we're going to get Thor, and then 2 months later, we're going to get Black Panther, and then like 2 or 3 months later, we're going to get Captain Marvel. Right after that, and then literally like after that, like everything's just really like slated. They're not entirely sure where they're going to do it. Everything after that is like She-Hulk and Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, Ironheart, which I have an idea that they'll probably move back up. Armor Wars, that would be freaking awesome.
Armor Wars, that's going to be good because that's going to introduce Riri, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then
so March 28th, you said is Doctor Strange, right? Or March something?
Yeah, stand by. I'll tell you exactly.
Because I'm trying to look. So if there's 6 episodes, right? If there's there's 15.
Yeah, 25th of March 2022 though.
So 2022?
Yeah.
I'm not getting Doctor Strange this year, darn it.
But I mean, we are going to get, and this is the boost to it, though. We'll get Spider-Man 3, which we already know that Doc Strange is going to make at the very least a cameo in Spider-Man 3, and that's December 17th, 2021.
Okay.
And then we got the Eternals, like I said, in the 5th of November. So it looks like I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to push or whatnot. You know what I mean? But it looks like. It looks like they're really just trying to ramp it up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if I was, and I know like you got, Brainiacs fucking deciding this stuff, but man, if I was Disney, I would make sure. Did you say that's debatable?
No, I said that's true.
Oh, but I would make sure that you're just releasing content like constantly to make sure that you're keeping subscribers.
Well, so I see. This is the thing with that. As far as marketing is concerned, I think this is like the balloon game. You see what I'm saying? Like you tap it up, give it a little bit of time to come back, tap it up, give it a little bit more time to come back. And the thing is that in and of itself, on a marketing standpoint, allows you to push that. Hopefully, you can still hear me. It allows you to push that marathon as opposed to a sprint. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wants people hungry. Like, you and I both know that when we see Spider-Man 3 and see Doc Strange in it, we're going to be like, oh, I got to wait a whole another year for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or, like, I got to wait another 8 months for that. And, I think, moving forward or whatnot, having those, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, like literally in succession with just a couple months apart from each other. I'm telling you that the end of 2021 into 2022 is going to be a heavy hitter as far as the MCU, as far as the movies are concerned. And I honestly think that with Disney Plus doing the cartoons and Miss Marvel and What If, because they also got to show What If they're going to do, which is going to be pretty cool. I think that in and of itself or whatnot, it's going to be that bread and butter that's going to like continue that buffer. You know what I mean? Move at least through the next couple of years. And don't get me wrong. I mean, they have plenty of content. I'm fearful if we did do a Moon Knight or whatnot, they're going to jack it all kinds up. And I'm sure they'll jack up She-Hulk too. So, I mean, I'd wish that they stayed away from, that. But then again, maybe there'll be a good ramp for that. And,
Do you think you think they're going to slow? You don't think, because they announced all of this stuff, right?
Right.
All of these different properties that they're going to be bringing. So, I mean, do you think they're going to be shooting this stuff like concurrently?
I think
do you think it's going to be like they're going to do one show and then they'll shoot another show? Or do you think they're going to all shoot at kind of the same time? That way they can interconnect them, right?
Well, so
I think that would be the way to do it.
I think we're going to see cameos. Of course, we're going to see cameos. I mean, that's the ring that swings you to the next, the next vine, the next rung. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course.
What is the next big event? Is it Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion's not even until the end of 2022. It didn't even really technically have a date. So, I mean, that's a big ass event. I think
it took 10 years to get to
Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If in fact we get an opportunity to do that and like have a little bit more connection with the MCU, maybe we'll see a Fantastic Four. Maybe we'll see because Fantastic Four is still Fox, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess Fox.
No, they Disney acquired Fox, so they got the rights back to Fantastic Four.
So maybe we'll see somebody that actually knows how to do a Fantastic Four and it not be terrible.
Jon Favreau, give it to him.
Yeah, Jon Favreau. Yeah, give him the ball. Let him run it in. You know what I mean? Exactly.
He's got enough on his plate with Star Wars, man.
Hey, you know what? Let him save the whole world. Let him save the whole world. I'm okay with it at this point. You know what I mean?
The first family of Marvel deserves your best.
I agree. Honestly, he doesn't have to do much with it other than approve what's gonna happen, right? Like, if the story writers are like throwing ideas, he doesn't necessarily have to be involved other than throw an idea at him, and it could be like a 5-minute pitch or whatnot, and let him be the guy that says, yes, let's do that, or no, let's not do that, because it seems like he understands
script approval or something.
Yeah, just script approval. Other than that, like and maybe you want him. I don't know. Isn't that kind of what Kevin Feige, I guess, does too? That would be his role in it.
I mean, yes and no. I would say yes. You know what I mean? I mean, I think without him or whatnot, we'd have a whole lot less continuity in these, and it wouldn't have made it 20 fucking years.
Right.
But I think with Jon Favreau, if they didn't utilize Jon Favreau, I honestly don't think that anybody else but Feige would have the the intellectual prowess to like push another 20 more years, in the cinematic universe, if you will, or industry for that matter. You know what I mean? Like, the whole idea is to keep these characters going. The whole idea is that you have an abundant amount of characters. There's no reason to not use up all your your other ammunition instead of trying to go back and reload ammunition that's already spent, like Captain America and Iron Man and stuff like that. You have an opportunity to venture out and keep on going and going and going.
Right.
If you're going to tell the Marvel story, I feel like at some point you owe it to the properties to do the Fantastic Four story and to do it right. They were literally the first Marvel comic. Well, unless you include way back when they had Marvel Comics #1 and whatnot. But after Atlas and everything, when Stan wrote the script for Fantastic Four and was really taking his last shot at maybe staying in comics before moving into something else, it's what created the Marvel age for all of us. And I mean, I can't say that Fantastic Four was ever at the bedrock of my reading, but I certainly got into reading the the 80s, early 90s runs of it, 70s, early on in my reading. And there's so many great stories and great characters that came out of there. I just want to see it done right.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've even seen where they have talked about, there's leaks that we might even get Galactus and Silver Surfer within the Eternals.
Well, so I saw those same leaks, or I read some small leaks and stuff like that, and I think they would be, I marketing wise or whatnot, I think it would be an absolutely terrible idea if they didn't move to something way bigger than Thanos, and honestly, like the Devourer of Worlds, if you will. I mean, that's huge, and everybody's going to be like, how does this guy come in? Like, this guy's gigantic. Like, well, how did this come into play?
And that's what I hope. I hope they do it justice, right? Like, dude, I mean, when they introduced Galactus, in Fantastic Four 2, and it bombed. Dude, he was like a fucking,
cloud,
right? Like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, he's like a black cloud.
Right? How does Galactus? Yeah, how does Galactus translate to the big screen? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you show this?
So this would bring in, this is more of an internals discussion, but does Jack Kirby's artwork translate to the big screen? Because, I mean, Galactus's outfit's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I
He's
agree.
kind of wearing a space diaper with a weird little kilt thing in front of it.
Right, with whatever is.
And then with the antlers.
Yeah.
I mean, a ridiculous looking guy that we've all just accepted. Like, a lot of Kirby's art, I feel like, is very. It looks cool in comics, and I mean, a lot of
he was
kind of trippy.
Severely messed up on some drugs whenever he did all this, right? Like,
I don't think Rox would have let him do that. Have you ever heard some of the old stories? So, like, I'm pretty big into art collecting, I think you've noticed. And in the art collecting community, those of us that were, like, in it in the 70s and 80s and stuff, the Kirbys used to take visitors. Like, you could go up to his door in New York and knock, and if they were home and receiving people, like, Roz would bring in and you would be brought tea and like some crackers, and Jack would sit and talk to you about comics for like an hour to two. Even when he wasn't really looking to do commissions at the time, he considered it rude to just turn you away.
Turn people away, right?
If he took the time to visit him, he would receive you, and like Roz would bring you some little sandwiches or something.
Yeah, I mean, how much the times have changed, right? Like,
that's how you get shot now.
Yeah, that's exactly. But not only that, but I mean, there's no way you're just gonna walk up to an artist or a writer or whatever. Like, they're not gonna give you the. I don't know. I wouldn't think that they would give you the time of day, right?
Even if they did, they're not going to give you little sandwiches and tea or coffee or whatever. The times have definitely changed. Even Steve Ditko, he hated comics by the end of his life, at least the ones he created for Marvel. And
I think that's good. Stan kind of spilled over there, right?
Letter to him, he would write you back. I guess one of these times I should show my letter. I have some Ditko letters that I wrote to him.
That's awesome. I've heard that about him. Like, he would always reply back to fans and stuff.
Really?
In my last one, he kind of told me don't write him again, but we had gotten into a little mini debate, and he just decided he was done with it.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
You are like an enigma, brother. I don't even know, man. All I got is, oh my gosh. Hey, tell you what, guys. I worked all day, so I'm gonna probably have to punch out of here, man. But I will have to tell you, as always, Mike, I appreciate you. Keymaster, man, are you cool with if I cut it short, or you want to hang out?
No, man, that's cool. What I will say though is, if anyone is watching this on Facebook, that's awesome. I'm glad you're watching it. But make sure you go over to Phoenix Comics YouTube channel, please. Go and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Make sure to like the video. We're trying to do a giveaway, right? So let me go into the giveaway real quick, Rick, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah, so I think last I checked, Phoenix was at like 140.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, we're moving right along.
Yeah, if you could, Rick, maybe take a look real quick.
Yeah,
for the YouTube. If we can get Phoenix Comics up to 150 subscribers, right? So if you're on Facebook, like I said, that's awesome. Do us a quick favor. Go over to Phoenix Comics YouTube channel. It's Phoenix Comics USA, I believe. And go and subscribe. If we get 150 subscriptions, what we'll do is I'm going to have this as a giveaway, right? So this is Mighty Avengers #1. This is, so we talked about Monica Rambeau tonight. This is her first appearance as Spectrum, which is who I think eventually she will be. I don't think she's going to take over Captain Marvel. I don't think she's going to be Photon. I think she's going to be Spectrum because she has a lot more to do within the MCU, within the MU, the Marvel Universe, as Spectrum rather than Photon. So I want to give this book away. Help us get to 150 subscribers. What we'll do then is we'll do a show. We'll do a giveaway show. If we'll come into the chat or whatever. Anyone that's into the chat at that time, then we'll do it based off of comments or whatnot, so that everyone has a fair chance at getting that book. If we can get to 175 subscribers, I'll give away this Venom 25. This is a Greg Horn exclusive and has this was, I think, the first appearance of this character, right? So this is the Greg Horn exclusive. If we can get to 175 subscriptions, we'll do that. Same thing. We'll do a giveaway show or whatnot, and get everybody into the comment section, and then we'll randomly choose a comment, and that'll be the winner. And then if we can get to 200 subscriptions on Phoenix Comics YouTube channel, I'll give away the second print of Thor #4, which this is Black Winter, right? So this is Donny Cates' Thor #4, second print, technically first appearance of Black Winter. And we'll do this as a giveaway, same way. We'll do a show, and we'll choose somebody within the comments. So yeah,
jump in for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just came into some Amazing Spider-Man comics. I picked up
Dude, those pictures are awesome, by the way.
I ended up with some doubles. I would gladly add to this, and I'll talk to you about what we can add in. I'm still kind of figuring out what I have extra, so
yeah,
totally. That's awesome. We can make it a package, dude.
Yeah. Did you see what you're at, Rick?
We're sitting at 135. That's what I'm saying.
135. All right, so 15 more people. Like I said, if you're on Facebook, head over to the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. We need to at least get to 150 for that Mighty Avengers 1. And tell your friends, tell your family, have them go over to send them the link to the YouTube. All we need is 150 subscribers for that first giveaway.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And I just actually checked the notifications, and 2 of the notifications were quite inappropriate. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Awesome.
Yay! All right. Well, hey, rock on, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate you guys so much for being on. I think we ought to keep on doing this. So, I'm down to continue to do this. I definitely think we ought to go episode by episode for WandaVision. I think we would be making a poor decision if we weren't doing that. And like I said, just go from there, Mike. Like I said, I appreciate you keep on jumping in, dude. You might as well just.
I always feel like I'm overstaying my welcome, but anytime.
No, absolutely not, dude. You're a wealth of knowledge. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I've been reading comics for a long time.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Yeah, well, it's that and long distance running are what I'm into.
Everybody's got to have a hobby. That's that's about that's how it works, dude. So, all right, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I am gonna end us with the intro for tonight, and then we'll get the F on out of here.
It's twilight.
When?
Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur.